Hey everyone, it's Mind. In this video, I'm going to rank all Yandere Simulator rivals. I used to be a pretty big fan of Yandere Simulator, but due to circumstances that I'm not going to talk about right now, I'm no longer interested in it, mostly due to the developers' issues. The rivals have a lot of potential, but I know they are never going to be finished and be developed. So, the rivals of the late game are starting off pretty badly. But I'm going to explain my opinion, so if you think differently, then you can write it down in the comment section and I would love to hear what's on your mind. Anyways, let's yap about the characters after the intro, which is starting right now. One of the strongest rivals in my opinion. She is the first rival and she got the most limelight out of the rivals. Her personality is something that I don't really find cute, more on the annoying side, to be honest. And her being the first and easiest rival is not the most logical thing in the world, because she is the childhood best friend stereotype filled in with the tsundere personality. And I feel like a childhood best friend should be more on the higher side of difficulty. Her design is mostly okay, but the polka dot stocking is kinda busy in my opinion. The headband and the bows are hardly noticeable in her hair due to the scrunchie she wears. She is the most four-dimensional character out of the whole cast, and she has more personality than the other ones. She also has more likes and dislikes, and overall a more complex character out of them all. And her having friendship with Raibaru is also super cute, but powerhouse bodyguard shouldn't exist to the first rival. Overall, she is a pretty good character, so I would put her into the A tier. Next on the list is Amai Odayaka. She is a sweet, kind and caring girl who is in the cooking club and is a leader. This is where the problem starts. She is as one-dimensional as a person can get. Her entire personality is about cooking and being sweet. She only likes cooking and baking, she only talks about cooking, even her personal problems is about her parents' bakery. It is a good thing to like something, but basing your entire personality on it is pretty annoying. The events are super boring, and she does absolutely nothing at all except, you guessed it, cooking. The only unique part of her routine is the little picnic she has with senpai, and since she is actually finished, these are the ones that keeps her from being a D-tier character. The third rival is Kizana Sunobu. She is the drama club leader. First of all, that is an S name. Secondly, she is super unlikable, but popular and looks good. But in my opinion, being that unlikable and annoying just makes her not worth dating in my opinion. But when I was younger, she was my favorite character just because of her theme, looks and color. But I can't really see senpai wanting to date her due to her overbearing personality. Being a snob is not about looking down on everyone, it's having high taste and liking the quality. Her cutscene when she meets senpai is also pretty weird and boring. Literally the same as Amai. Is every character going to be the same? Why do you make 10 rivals who do the same things as the one before? And she also isn't finished, and she's boring and has one personality trait and she's not even a good person, I can't help but give her a D tier. Oka Ruto. Oka is the awkward club's leader, who is a shy, timid, morbid kind of a gal. She is one of the likable rivals out of the 10, and she actually been in the game before Osana. Since we know nothing about her week yet, personality-wise, she's more likable than Kizana, and she still has the potential to not talk about awkward only. She also has some Yandere style, like Ayano, and she also has an Undertale game, so I do have higher hopes for her if she's ever going to be finished. Since there is some potential in her, but she isn't finished and she could be ruined by the very sweet game developer, she goes for the C for now. And we'll see how good of a character she's going to be. Asu Rito. She is the one of a character who I forget even existing. She is the sports club leader and she has an energetic, bubbly personality. Design-wise, she also doesn't stand out at all, and her hair as flat as it can get. But I think it is a nice touch that her mom is the gym teacher, but it kinda ruins her character a little bit because she's literally the same character as her mother, but she's a rival. And she lacks of her own individuality. And we know nothing about on her week, and there isn't much to do with her character, so I'm going to put her into the D tier. Taro likes mummies, but it's definitely not okay to make her fall in love with him. It is very problematic and pedophilia is not a game. A training nurse also shouldn't be clumsy and wear revealing clothes. It's not professional and she will get fired on the first day. Spilling expensive medicine and missing the veins of the patients are some serious problems that a nurse cannot cause. Straight to F tier. She loves flirting and role-playing with young boys as a teacher. If she works in a highly placed school, then the principal should do a background check on every teacher he has, and grooming teens is super problematic and she should lose her job. Here, with this rival, you can clearly see how much inspiration the game developer got from porn. So, you're going to stay with Muja in the F. Osoro Shidesu. I cannot see Taro being in a relationship with her, she's in a gang, and I can't believe how the school lets her get away with beating up a lot of students in school or outside in general, and she should be in jail for that. Also, her and the delinquents keeping a weapon with themselves all the time is also not lifelike at all. She is a typical edgy character who is as unrealistic as a character can get. She has a bad relationship with her parents, she is the one that no one understands, etc. She's still not as bad as the two other rivals, however, so she's going in the D tier. Hanako Yamada's entire personality is based off porn. She's the overbearingly lovely and loving sister stereotype. It's super gross. Having a sister as a rival is pretty unique in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, but to make it as sexual as it is seriously wrong. So, until she grows a personality and not being that into her brother, she's going to go to the F tier. Megami Saikou is the final boss of the game, the hardest character to eliminate, and the 10th rival. She is the student council president, and she is that god of a human being. But I don't like perfect characters. It seems illogical to me. Not giving them any bad trait, it just makes them unrealistic and boring. Like, it shows that you can't even make a character if your life depended on it. And if you know that a dangerous person is in the school, and you have the power and all, and you still refuse to act and risk students' lives, then you are not a good person. So, she is not as smart as Yandere wants to make her. But the backstory of Kuruko's resentment towards Megami is pretty unique though, so she's going to be a C-tiered character overall. Here is my final rankings. What do you guys think of it? If you enjoyed this video and you wanna see more content from me, then you should definitely subscribe and like this video. I was Mind, and I see you all in the next one. But until then, have a great day and bye bye.